have you noticed that R&B male singers always get their names tarnished? And not just any R&B male singers, but the black ones. I feel like we have no squeaky clean R&B male singers. And think about it, right? There's Michael Jackson. There's R. Kelly. I think we can say that there's clearly something wrong with R. Kelly. That is undeniable. Michael Jackson, people will debate forever whether it's true or not. I'm not going to speculate, but I'll say he's definitely had his name tarnished. Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Trey Songz, who's like recently in the news. All the sexual assault accusations are really bubbling up the surface now. Chris Brown, I made a video talking about Chris Brown's past, but for the assault situations that he's had, to the sexual assault situations that he's had, the only person, the squeakiest, most cleanest one of them all is Usher. But even Usher had a little stint where they were trying to tarnish his name, with the whole sort of herpes allegations. So really, it's like they've killed off all the black R&B superstars. They've just literally, there's not one of them. And so I have a question. Is it that these people are just by coincidence really this way? Or is it the fact that their industry makes them this way? Because I have to really think about it, right? When you think about the images that we've heard about, the Chris Browns being violent, the Trey Songz, that is the kind of behavior that you expect from a rapper, because a rapper typically is rapping some really vulgar stuff, really offensive things. So you would expect rappers to act like that. But it's actually the R&B singers. And is it because the R&B singers' music is so soft, so loving, and so like beautiful that women approach them in a different way than they approach rappers? Because I feel like a woman that goes with a rapper, she's probably more hardcore. But a woman that goes with an R&B singer, she's more like looking for love, looking for, submission, looking for like more, it's more of that heartthrob obsession type thing. And that maybe they see this happening and they take advantage of it and exploit them. Maybe, I don't know, because it doesn't make sense, because you would think it's the rappers that would have all these accusations, about them, but it's always the R&B singers. And why is that? So like part of it is like, when it comes to R. Kelly, nah. I'm not even going to try and swing it one way or the other. And really, the only one that I'll say, and the only one that I say that I don't know is Michael Jackson. When Chris Brown, we've seen that, we've seen the Rihanna situation, we've seen it all. Trey Songz, there have been a lot of accusations against Trey Songz, a lot, and it's been happening for over a decade of accusation after accusation. So it's like, it's about time that they just exploit him. With Michael Jackson, I don't know. It's not that I don't like, I watched the Neverland documentary? I watched that, Forgetting Neverland. That was so disturbing to watch. And I kid you not, when I watched that, I really genuinely believed them when I watched that. But then I also watched stuff on Michael Jackson from his family, and I've seen all the statements from his family and from him. And I also believe Michael. So for me, I'm just like torn. I don't know. I don't actually know. So because I don't know, I'm just not going to go after Michael Jackson, right? But when it comes to these other guys, I mean, we've seen, it's undeniable with Chris Brown. He just has a really rocky history of, just abuse generally. And then Trey Songz, there's no proof, but the first time I remember like Trey Songz went on the Breakfast Club back in like, I don't know if it was like 2012. And he was talking about how nasty he is sexually. And I just found it so disturbing to watch that. I was so confused and disturbed. And so for me, I'm just saying that after that, I just wasn't surprised about all the accusations that came after him, because it sounded accurate to what he was discussing, right? It sounded like he's, if I can play a clip, I'll play a clip, but it sounded like accurate. And then when Keke Palmer, who's like a credible source, came out and spoke against him, I believed her. You know, she's on ABC. She's a credible person. She gives us like, she's on ABC. She was on BET. She's hosting these shows. She's not someone, she's a credible person. So for her to come out and say that, I do believe her. And then of course, with I don't even want to bring R. Kelly's name up because I just always felt like with Trey Songz, it's like, how long does it have to take? With Trey Songz and Chris Brown, how long does it have to take for people to finally speak out? You know, are we going to wait like we waited for R. Kelly for it to happen for decades and decades of just like destroying all these people's lives? Is that what we're going to wait for? It's so terrible, but I just feel like the only one that we have is Usher. You know, even though they did accuse him of spreading herpes, compared to the rest of them, he's an angel. And I do want to pose the question, is it because of these people are actually guilty? Or is it because of this system of white supremacy that we have that loves to shame black people and loves to hide white people that do the same things? Like Elvis Presley, you know? And I even though I am talking about R&B singers specifically, we have no idea if I don't want to call any names because I just like, there's some of them that I just truly love genuinely, so I won't even call their names. But I'm just like, are you actually squeaky clean, or is there stuff behind? Is there stuff that the industry just doesn't want to put out against you because the industry doesn't want to tarnish your image because you're such a big star and you're so loved? But when it's a black person, they don't care. They'll just throw them under the bus. And I say all this to say that if anybody is a criminal, if anyone is doing these terrible things, they should be exposed and they should be ridiculed and they should get punished to the full extent of the law. But the reason why I'm pointing this out is that why are they hiding the white heroes that are potentially equally, if not more, abusive? Why are they hiding them? Why are they letting them get off? And I'm not talking about Harvey Weinstein because I'm talking about pretty privilege, right? You think about Trey Songz, you think about Chris Brown, they have pretty privilege. That's why they haven't been exploited fully. But I kid you not, there has to be other white people, you know, that are equally, if not more, abusive than these people. But no one is saying anything. They don't spend time figuring out how to destroy their careers. They just keep it hush. Nobody wants to talk about it. And that's my point, right? I'm not saying that we shouldn't shame the abusers or we shouldn't not highlight the Chris Browns, but I'm saying keep that same energy for the white ones also. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the curse of the R&B heartthrobs. That's what I'm calling this video. It's a curse. And they say they always ruin our heroes, but are our heroes always ruining themselves? And should labels create, or A&R and labels create some sort of therapy system to ensure that their artists aren't abusive? Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above. My name is Kenim, and see you next time. Peace. I just released a short film, A Second Husband. Go check it out right now. Link down below.
I'm getting married. Again.
I made a Nollywood film, A Second Husband. It's about a woman with two husbands.
This is my house.
What happened to the promise about me having my own section and him having his own section? I mean, he was in my section.
In the gym? So you don't want him to work out? No, you want him to look like you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Exactly what I said.
You know what? I'm not going to stay here and be disrespected.
Where are you gonna go?
Everything you have, I bought it.